welcome to Thrive in the Arena
episode 10, I think it's episode 10 now.
Wow.
We really need to track this.
With our extraordinary Ozana.
Yes.
So guys, today we have the honor and the privilege to have as our guest one of our dear friends and serial entrepreneurs, Ozana, everybody. Ozana is, first of all, a beautiful woman. She's an extraordinary mom. She is an amazing entrepreneur, and she makes some crazy things happen, especially in this season. So if you are like right now thinking of, okay, how can I survive in this online market, and I want to thrive in this online market, I want to make some serious money, then Ozana is your person. If you are thinking of how can you scale your business, or maybe like pivot and find like other solutions, because this woman is not only beautiful inside out, she's super smart. So what she did in this Corona season is extraordinary. Ozana created like a virtual event from nothing, literally from an idea. She realized it, and now come closer, and I want you to listen very careful, because the information that you're gonna get will be not only extraordinary, so like don't become shocked or anything. If you're maybe an elderly person, sit down and breathe. That's right, and take a lot of notes while she's talking. She created a virtual event with 39,000 people, everybody!
So cool, isn't it?
Help us welcome warmly to our Thrive in the Arena, our dear friend Ozana, everybody.
Welcome.
Hello. Very nice introduction. Feeling like being on stage, like proper stage.
We love you. We love you. Thank you
very much for this introduction.
You're welcome. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule. We know that you're like hands-on on business and on work right now, so thank you so much for being here with us.
My pleasure. Love it.
So, Ozana, can you share a little bit to everybody who you are and what you do?
I am an entrepreneur who has done many businesses along the way, and suffered the crisis big time in 2008. So I went through bankruptcy in 2008. That made me stronger on the business side, because I searched for solutions on business, and I understood how much more I needed at the time. And yes, I created a platform with Business Growth Solutions. I created loads of workshops and products and programs for entrepreneurs, early stage as well as in growth. But on my way, I focused so much on my business and on the money. I'm the one who's made 100,000 euros in a day, 200,000 euros in a day, and I lost 3,000 and 50,000 euros in a day. I achieved huge success being on big stages with thousands of people, with Robert Kiyosaki, the only woman in the Wealth Masters Tour, the Tony representative in Romania, achieved loads. But I lost my relationship in January 2019. And that was actually my biggest suffering in my whole life. Being bankrupt and having no money is nothing compared to losing the relationship and feeling responsible for having lost the relationship after 12 years. So that put me into perspective. And of course, I searched for solutions. I was lucky because I had worked a lot in my events and workshops and bootcamps with a lot of coaches and therapists and psychologists and people working with people, helping them get out of their mess. So I had the honor and privilege to be able to choose the best in the different fields with different strategies. And within 6 months, I was a completely new person. And I finally fell in love with me.
Yay!
And because I had been through this transformation, I realized that actually it's not about the material things that we all want to have, the car, the house, the Louis Vuitton bag or whatever. It's not even about the love that you get from the partner. It's really about the happiness that you have within yourself. And being able to live every single day with joy, with happiness, that is really the most important thing. And that's now what I want to give to people, to business people, of course. I want to help them achieve their objectives and have fun and live life at the same time and be happy.
Yeah.
So with this journey, I stopped my business stuff. Everybody said like, oh, you've got these new toys now, personal development, spiritual growth, evolution. But what happened with that old thing that you were doing? I'm like, I'm not interested in them anymore. Sorry, I don't want to do them. So I literally stopped, reinvented myself, created this movement, which is called Be You, Be Free. And it's all about understanding who you are as a person, understanding what you want, where you want to get to, and becoming the person that gets what you want. And yes, you can close the door. My little son is showing me like, okay, after See, I'm a businesswoman, but a mom first.
That's
Yes.
correct. And this is how it's supposed to be.
So where was I? Okay, so yeah, I understood that combining your own self and your journey of becoming the person that gets what you want with the tactics and the strategies and the logical things on business is what gives you success now. So now I'm back into proper business, not just a toy with the Be Free movement, which is amazing, by the way, because we have loads of people attending our events and it's loads of fun. And I'm now working again with entrepreneurs, early stage as well as in growth. But the biggest difference is that I come now as a human being first and as an entrepreneur and expert second.
Yeah.
And now it's all about combining the person with the logics and with the tactics and with the business skills and things that you need to do.
Yeah.
And that actually gives entrepreneurs a better business that is really connected with their hearts. It's really doing what you love, being yourself, expressing yourself through the business, and growing the business that you love, that represents you, that you want to leave to the world with your values, with your beliefs, with who you are. And when you do that, the accelerated profits just come as a consequence. And now, and my job is really to ask the right questions at the right time. So the entrepreneurs do one thing at the time, the one thing that makes sense for them, because the recipes are different for everyone. And you know, I've had this debate with myself. Is there a miraculous recipe? Yes or no? And
Tell us. I want to know.
what do you think? Do you believe there is, or do you believe there isn't?
Well, I believe that there are a lot of
Multiple
recipes.
ones, yeah.
I believe that there are thousands of strategies for the correct ones, for the correct people who are ready to do the work and to listen. Yes.
And they're all very simple.
I believe there is only one single recipe, but it's none of the recipes that people look for.
Tell us.
Let me tell you in the context, right? I'm the one who every single program from every single guru that you see there, online, offline, selling from Facebook ads, blogging, groups on Facebook, you name it. I got every single one of them. And like, oh, this is the miraculous recipe. Oh, no, this is the one giving me none of them worked. That 3 years back then, hang on.
Must be the recipe.
Someone was calling me. So 3 years, there was nothing happening for my business. The platform that I launched in Silicon Valley was loads of business growth tools. And now I finally understand that the only recipe that works is the 100% personalized recipe that you design for yourself with the help of others.
Yes.
But you've got to be involved in designing your own recipe because you are you and you are unique.
Nice.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Absolutely. We love it. It's amazing. You're so right. You're so right. So what would you say to a person that is in the season, like stressed, maybe they got like a bit hit of this whole like crisis that is happening, and how can they put themselves first and because you spoke in the beginning about being first. What does it mean, and why is it important, and can people literally use this now in the season?
First of all, after every night, there is a day. After every storm, there is sunshine.
That's correct.
So yes, there is crisis now. Yes, people are affected, lots of them. We lost the whole business. In March, we had zero income and a lot of liability, which we couldn't fulfill.
Yeah.
Because of the nature of the business, because we sold loads of tickets to Tony Robbins events and people were like, oh, event is cancelled, I want the money back. And we couldn't give the money back because we didn't have the money because we paid it further, right? So we all of a sudden, we had loads of liabilities or people asking for money and we couldn't fulfill. All the consulting contracts, the marketing contracts, zero. They were all put on hold because people like, let's not pay anything.
In March.
Events
was in March.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In March, yeah. Then all our events, which were happening live, nothing, right? We had to cancel everything. So our business went to minus. And in April, we actually managed to make money. So
in only like 4 weeks, in a month?
Yeah.
Wow. So how did you do that?
So what I want everybody to know is that, yes, it is possible. And you need to have the right systems, the right tools, and you've got to have the peer group or the mentor or someone that can support you. Because no, you can't do it by yourself. Sorry, there is no miraculous recipe that you can design by yourself right now. If you are feeling insecure, if you are stressed, if you are in fear, if you are doubting, if you're questioning, you need someone to guide you. You need the right questions to be addressed by somebody else. Because even if you ask yourself the right questions, which I've seen impossible with so many entrepreneurs that I work with, you can figure out one or two, but it's impossible to figure out all the right questions right now to ask yourself.
Yeah.
So, and even if you do figure it out, you don't take yourself seriously. When somebody asks you the right question, it's like punching you, but that punch is what you need. Because when you get that question, you're going, and you realize the answer, which was not what you had before, and you switch, and then you go.
So basically, did you ask yourself a question in March, and then everything changed so did you ask yourself a different question in March and everything changed then in April, and you made like this beautiful results like happen? What was it?
The question I ask myself is a question that I don't normally ask myself, but I should.
Wow.
Okay. It's a question that I keep pushing my clients to ask themselves, but I don't go for that myself. And I guess you know what I'm talking about. The question was, what do people need right now? Because what they needed, that's why we said we had 39,000 people in one event in one day, because we figured out that people were insecure and they needed security, they needed insurance, they needed certainty.
Yes.
What am I doing?
Yes.
Okay. So because we figured out that that's where they were right back then, we came up with this event, which was called Adaptavirus, and it was about adapting yourself to the virus.
Cool. This is really cool.
Yeah. And we had, I went out and I shopped for the right people. I came with the mindset, with the right strategies to look at, to deal with fear and uncertainty and insecurity and blocks. It was all mental blocks for many people. Give hope, give motivation, give the bright side. And then we had the business side of the event. And then at the end, we had the transformation. So I invited people to do different exercises, which are, let's say, less usual in the business world, which help people to go through an internal process to change, to make some shifts.
Yeah.
And because we understood where the people were, we knew exactly whom we wanted to speak to, then we could create the right value proposition, and then we had 39,000 in the event.
This is extraordinary.
Wow.
This is beautiful. So what would you say to a person who wants to create their own event, like maybe a Zoom event, like online? They want to bring their services like online, and they don't have any clients. How do they do this? How do they shop the right people online, and where? If they don't know.
How much time do I have? Because today, actually, I delivered a 3-hour strategy session exactly on this, on how to create large events online.
Amazing. Amazing.
Nice.
Oh my God.
I had 3 hours.
What would be the shorter version that you can give to people now? An answer.
The short version is exactly this. Figure out what you want to achieve.
Yeah.
So have a very, very clear objective of what you want with that event.
Yeah.
Know exactly whom you want to get to that event, and the more narrow it is, the easier it is to get people to come. The more broad you go, the harder it is to get people to join.
Yeah.
And figure out their pain, their problems, their situations.
Yeah.
And talk to them and give them the value proposition that makes sense for them. So once you identify those, then you can give a title to your event. Then you can do a landing page for the event with the title, when it happens, and the promise, the bullet points, all the benefit, what it is for, what they get out of that, who should come in particular, what questions they get answers to, and then promote that page and get people to register on that page. Decide if you want to do it free or with money. Decide how you make money with it. If it's free, it's loads to think about. Okay. And then create your promotion strategy, use multi-channels. So that means use different platforms like Facebook ads or emails or videos, lives like this one, or broadcast on WhatsApp, whatever makes sense for you. Just make sure that you have multiple ways of talking to people, get them to sign up, then give them an autoresponder email. So first one is like, okay, well done, you're registered. Then give them some value and make sure that they come to the event. So, because one thing is to register, another thing is to show up. And make sure that during the event, you have a support team, which is crucial to have everything right during an event. If you want to do a proper event and a large one, not like 10, 20 people participants.
Mm-hmm. Wow, that's brilliant. Guys, if you're joining now, we highly recommend you watch this video from the beginning, because our dear Ozana is giving golden nuggets here. Yes. So take your notepad and write everything down, because if you want to thrive, especially online, Ozana is your person. I love the strategy. And I mean, 39,000 people literally amazing. In a month.
Yeah.
From 3 weeks.
In 3 weeks.
What?
But
insane.
Amazing.
Well done.
Within a week of the event, we had only 3,000 people registered.
Oh.
And the target, which I had set, was 10,000. So then we had to adapt ourselves. It's not adapt just for the people who were in the room. I also changed, or I came up with certain changes and ideas for the event. And then we ended up having 39,000. Yeah.
Congratulations.
Wow.
This is amazing. This is amazing. And only 3 short weeks in a pandemic season.
Yes.
I mean, this is a miracle. This is amazing.
You need to have the right systems and the right tools. That's all. The right questions to ask yourself, the right tools, the right thinking, the roles for everyone to be involved, the delivery tools, the payment tools, everything right together, and the system of thinking and putting it together.
You said prior that one thing that you identified was that a lot of people need certainty in this season, correct? So how did you get certainty?
now it's not about certainty anymore. Okay.
No, it's not.
From
Okay.
my point of view. Right now,
Yeah.
people are confused and they want clarity. So our next event is not about certainty. Our next event, which is Baby Free Grace, is about getting from confusion to clarity and from information to transformation. Because everybody needs information. It's loads of information everywhere, right?
That's right.
But
Wow.
you do nothing with it. You just learn another strategy, another tool. Cool. And what do you do with it? Nothing. So that's why day 2 of our event is about transformation.
Amazing. This is amazing. So how prior to your event, so how did you get certainty basically in your vision? Because a lot of entrepreneurs, especially in the season, if everything is like breaking down, they need certainty, correct? As you said, as you identified very well. How did you give certainty to yourself to be able to get this major project on in only 3 weeks? What was behind that? I mean, what were you thinking?
You know what? I wasn't thinking about me. I had no worries whatsoever. I just said, okay, I have a team. I have the skills. I have the knowledge. I have all these relationships with these wonderful people. Let's just put everything together to work.
Amazing.
And people need us. So let's just get on with it.
I love that.
I love
You know, the question that's coming up for me now is for the businesses and people that are now coming out, we're coming out of this season now, right? So people that want to go to the next level, what would be some advice that you can give them to get to that next level in terms of growth? Maybe it's even personal growth, but you know, you can apply strategies in all areas of life. So what would be an advice for growth for businesses that want to go to the next level?
It's to identify that one single question, which leads to that one single decision, which leads to that one single action that takes them to the next level.
That's beautiful.
One question.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But to get to that one question is not easy.
Yeah. So you said that
you need someone from the outside to figure out that question.
That's why.
That's what people tell me, that whatever people come to me with, I always respond to a question.
So you're the master of questions. Why are questions so important?
Because you know what? If somebody tells you do this, you'll go like, oh yeah, shit, who are you to tell me? If I ask you the question and you come up with the idea, you're like, hey, I'm the hero. Look at me, how smart I am.
I love it. True.
My role as a consultant, as a mentor to businesses, is not to give them the solution because they put it in a drawer and they do nothing with it. Is to give them the right questions so they figure the answer themselves. And then they own the idea, it's theirs, and ooh, I'm so smart. I'm going to do it.
And they are so smart by figuring it out. Yeah. Wow.
It's just that, you know, in this moment, it's like as if you have a big curtain in front of you, and you just need to remove that curtain and see things clearly. And when that happens, like, that was so easy. But when the curtain is there, it's like, what am I doing now?
A lot of people are saying in the season that, oh, I'm missing out in the season. I'm too late going online. Other people are already there. They're taking my clients. So we hear like a lot of this complaining going on. What would you say to a person who's thinking like that?
They are absolutely right, and they will miss. And they keep thinking that way.
I
love that
answer. You're amazing. So what can they do to stop thinking this way? And in general, like, what can they do? A person who thinks, okay, I missed the season, like, it's not happening. Other people are there. They're taking my clients. I
tell you what, from my point of view, there is no better way in our life than now. Because in any industry, you know, there is a pyramid, right? And there are people on top making all the money,
Uh-huh.
one or two or few. There are some people in the middle making some good money.
Yeah.
And then most of the people are struggling over here, just surviving, right? That's what it is in any industry.
Yeah.
Now, the thing is that in this pyramid, these guys on top, they are the most fucked, okay? Because they have systems, they have procedures, they have loads of stuff built already.
Yeah.
And for them, it's very hard to change.
Oh,
I'm an advisor for CAS Business School.
yeah.
And they told me that for any decision to be implemented, the school needs 2 years. 2 fucking years.
Yeah.
Okay, we as small entrepreneurs can do it in 2 days.
That's right. Oh my God. Okay. This is huge. So.
That is huge.
Loads of people from this bit here that are going to fail. Because don't think about it that they have all the money in the world. Yes,
so
they
who is there? Who is there? So for us and the people to understand, who is there at the top pyramid? Like who's there?
Well, if you think about drinks, it's Coca-Cola, or frizzy drinks, it's Coca-Cola, right? If you think of printers, it's HP. If you think of not electronics. If you think of computers, it's Mac or what's called Windows.
Got it.
So it's whatever the biggest ones. But then there are many others in between, and there are many at the bottom. And most entrepreneurs are at the bottom, having a very, very tiny piece of the whole market. So because we are so little, we are also very flexible. And all we need is just to know exactly what we want, where we want to get to, and have a clear plan, and then start executing. If these guys on top know these things, have all the resources, yes, but their expenses are huge as well. So at the end of the day, even though they make big money, they also have big spendings, and they're imagine a 2-seat powerboat versus a big boat, right?
Yes.
That big boat, in order to turn, takes a long time.
Yes.
The little powerboat and it's turned.
Wow.
It's exactly the same thing in any industry, right? Wow. So we can turn very fast. The only thing is to say, okay, I'm up for it and I'm going to go for it. Yes, you need a coach or a mentor or a program or a mastermind or whatever. You need somebody to ask you the right questions, to give you the right systems, to give you the right tools. And then you just need to get on with things and do it. Think and act.
Wow. That's brilliant. And I love how you do. I love how you easy you describe it. I love the easiness and it's really easy how you say it. How can a person move ranks in this season? How can they scale up? Like if they're at the bottom, how can they go like to level up?
Have the right foundation for themselves with the business. So what I want to say is align who they are and align things within themselves and align themselves with the business and with the ideal client. So when these are aligned, then literally magic happens. So I have this saying which I use in most of my workshops. It's one slide when I show entrepreneurs, you've got to have a good offer. And go one by one. A good offer, a sales system, and you need to feed the system, right? It's basically 3 things. Everybody has this. But good offer doesn't mean good product. Good offer means that your product is packaged in the right way with the right shiny things, if it makes sense, or with the ugly newspaper, if you go for cheap. It's with the right text on it. It's with the right price. It's sold to the right person in the right way, in the right area, with the right steps to getting to that person. So it's everything and making it irresistible. So the person says, oh yeah, I want this now. In order to do that, you've got to align everything within your product, your client, your everything on the communication side. Most people have troubles there. Then the next one is the sales system, which for some people means meeting for coffee, now is meeting online. For some people means having 10 salespersons who visit their potential clients once a week. For some people means having a sales funnel online. For some people it means like you, right? Having these lives, and from the lives it's like, hey, come watch this video, and from this video, hey, come join my program. It's whatever everybody has. Some people have more, some people have less. And then it's the feeding the system, which means going to more networking events if that's what you do, or it's putting more money into the Facebook ads or in LinkedIn ads, or making more connections on LinkedIn, or whatever it is that you do to generate people to come into this system. Now, the key is that it's not about the system that generates, it's not about generating traffic into this system. It's about making the system convert better and making the offer better. And if things are not working right now, which is the case for most people, is that you need to look, okay, do I need to align or realign or rethink something about my offer in terms of what I said? Or do I need to rethink, rechange my sales system? Because when you have the right offer, it sells by itself. So the conversions in the system are very easy to be made. So you want to put money and time and energy and whatever into getting people into the system. But the reason why you don't want to put money into getting people into the system, which is what most people say, oh, Facebook ads are expensive. Oh, I don't have enough time to go to so many meetings or whatever, is because the sales system doesn't convert. So ask yourself, what do I need to do to get my sales system to convert better? And what do I need to do to get a better offer? So once you figure things out, then that part will be easy. But the trouble is that most people are still buying that bit. Most gurus are selling on that thing, or get more traffic on your website, or get more sales funnels, get more business with Facebook ads or groups, Facebook group, whatever it is. That is not what you want to focus on. You want to focus on this. What's the problem of my client right now? How do I fix that problem? How do I solve the problem with the product I have? Do I need to adjust the product, or is my product good enough? And do I just need to adjust my communication, my packaging, my offer, my price? Some people sell too cheap. And then when people see, potential clients see, oh, you only want £100 for whatever program, that's probably shit because it's too cheap. That happened to me as well, and it happens to many people, right? When you're not sure and you're desperate, when you're early stage and you haven't proven yourself, you haven't got all the bits and pieces right, you decrease the price. But then that actually affects a lot. And even in these conditions, people have money, but they don't want to spend it because they don't know what's going on. So if you identify exactly what the problem is right now, and if you come up with something good, then the sale is easy.
I love what you're saying here, because you're basically telling people to go out and play and test a bunch of things and just fine tune, and with the help of somebody as well that knows what they're doing. So my question is, for those people that want to get everything right, they want everything to be in a particular way before they do anything, and they want everything to just be perfect, and then to put it all out there. Is there any advice or maybe some questions that you can get them out of this thinking loop that gets them stuck, basically?
So good, so good.
You know that I had this problem myself, and I am a perfectionist, and I was not happy at all when I was doing things which were not. I wasn't happy with them. And you know what? I finally understood that nobody's perfect, and it's perfect to be imperfect.
I love this.
My latest thing, which was actually only about a month ago, I had this friend and coach, because I have a lot of friends that we coach each other and help each other, mentor each other from different angles. And this lady kept telling me, oh, you're not spiritual enough, Ozana. You need to invest time and effort and energy into spiritualize yourself so that you can bring more spirituality in business. And she's very spiritual, right? And everything she says is right. Okay, everything she says about me, that I don't behave in a certain way that a spiritual person would behave, is absolutely right. And I was like, I want to be like her. I want to get there quickly. And I was punching myself, like, how do I get there quickly? And one day I was like, hey, I don't have to be her. I actually can give loads of value the way I am right now.
Yes.
Why focus on okay, I want to grow, but the way I am right now, I can give loads of value to the people who resonate with me as I am. I actually don't need to serve her clients. Her clients are not my clients. Yes. Actually, my clients don't like her, and her clients don't like me, and that's fine.
Yeah.
There is space for everyone.
That's really powerful.
So just accept that nobody's perfect. She is way more developed than me spiritually, but my clients don't like her. So what? She's not perfect either. She's perfect for her clients. Amazing. My clients. Great.
This is huge. This is huge, especially for a person who really wants to have everything right, perfect before they even start. Wow. What an advice.
I totally get it. And I also go for higher standards, right? I'm now involved in a new project, in a new business with somebody else. And I also advise entrepreneurs with this project. I advise entrepreneurs early stage. Yeah. And we do go quick and dirty. But I also tell them, hey, listen, I am your mentor. Ozana Giusca is your mentor. So you need to go for this higher standards possible. However, until you get there, it's okay to start here. Yeah. And just improve along the way.
So good. Nice. So good. I love how you said this. Too. I love how you said this. So about like people finding clients now online, where are the best places for a person if they're starting out now and want to have like maybe the first 100 clients? Where can they network? We said about network. Where can they actually start connecting with people?
Well, if you want to fish pike, do you go in the sea or do you go in the river?
There's the question again.
There's the question again. I love it. The queen of questions.
So, of course, everybody finds clients in different environments. Some people find clients on LinkedIn, fine. Some people find clients on Facebook, that's fine. Some people find clients or on Instagram or on whatever, YouTube, whatever. You just need to figure out who your client is first and where the client is. And then, loads of people say, oh, you can't sell to business people on Facebook because LinkedIn is the thing. Okay, LinkedIn is the thing for those people, but not for everyone. From my point of view, the entrepreneurs are more on Facebook than on LinkedIn. Yeah. LinkedIn is for networking, to get another job, to get a business partner or whatever, fine. But entrepreneurs don't want another job. Entrepreneurs want to have some fun. Entrepreneurs want to see what their teenager is doing on Facebook, or what friends are doing, what their mistress is doing, if they still have. So they are on Facebook.
Yes, they are.
They're not on Facebook to buy business coaching or stuff, but if you do it cleverly, like you guys do it, they come your way. I agree with people by doing good stuff, by talking to them in their own language, on their own terms, on their own challenges, and giving solutions. Then they go like, I understand this person has a solution for me. Let me check it out more. And then they come to you.
Wow. So nothing is like set in stone. This is amazing because it's literally another point of view. Because yes, a lot of people would think that LinkedIn is specific only for business, and I love how you highlighted it. That actually, yes, because they have a life, so they're hanging out somewhere else as well. Amazing, Ozana, amazing.
You know, something that's coming up is also for people that want to invest in ads right now. What's an advice you can give them if they're just starting out with ads? Like, let's say Facebook ads. Since we're talking about Facebook.
Don't do it unless you understand it.
Big one.
Nice.
Wow. You just save a lot of money, a lot of people.
I have an agency. We sell running Facebook ads, right?
Oh,
but
wow.
not for everyone.
Yeah.
It's definitely not for everyone. Do you have a converting page? Yes or no? Okay, if you don't have any followers, if you don't have any friends, if you don't have any list, then yes, you need to invest a little bit of money on Facebook to test, but you don't invest it with the view of selling. You test with the view of testing if that offer makes sense. And only once you figure out that that offer makes sense, then you can invest properly in Facebook ads or whatever ads you want to do.
Amazing, amazing, amazing. And Ozana, share with us a little bit about the new event that is coming up, that is all about clarity. So what are people experiencing in this new event that you're having?
That new event is in June, but it's in Romanian.
Translate it.
Now, if people want to hear more or want a piece of my brain, then if you want to start a business, then we have a program on starting a business, which is 2 days weekend. If you want to scale your business, then it's a one-to-one call with me. And out of that one-to-one call, we make a plan. So you understand where you are, where you want to be, and we make a plan on that. And then if you want to implement that plan together, we can do that. We'll give you an offer. If you want to do it by yourself, then you do it with whoever. I don't take any clients on consulting or agency or anything unless they fill in a form and they tell me a bit about themselves. And I have that call to see if it makes sense from both parties. Because a lot of the people say they want to work with consultants or agents or whatever, but they are actually not ready. And they're not ready inside their mind because they still want to control everything. And because they want to control everything, they want to do a lot of things. They actually don't achieve anything.
Wow.
And I've tried and I failed to produce results for business owners with nice businesses. We couldn't grow that business in particular I'm thinking about because the owner wanted to learn about foreign exchange, wanted to learn about public speaking, wanted to become a public speaker, wanted to build an app, wanted to do a new website, and everything was happening tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
And with those kind of people, we can't produce any results because if we don't get their time and if they're not focused on working together, we can't do miracles. So,
what would you say to a person? So what would you say to a person who because a lot of business people who are already in the business, they want to control their business. It's like their baby and they're interested in so many things.
Yeah.
So how do you make them understand and what would you say to a person like this? What can they do right now? Because obviously they're not having the results that they want. So what can they do?
Okay, what is the business giving you? What is the business really giving you? What is the business really, really giving you right now? And if they dig in, they will understand that it gives them significance, which is a normal human need. But is significant being your primary need right now still helping you and serving you today? Yes, no? You need to figure it out. Is controlling the business helping you right now? Yes, no. Has it helped? Absolutely, because you brought it to this stage. But is this still serving you from now on? And that's a question for you to answer. If it's still serving you, that's fine. If you figure out that it is only a way for you to get your significance need met, then reconsider your human needs. Maslow's pyramid of needs. Tony Robbins does it his way. I do it my way, because I've got a new thing over the whole thing called freedom. Okay, it's not financial freedom; it's freedom to be you, and it's freedom to express yourself through the business you create, through the work you do. It's the freedom to create and build and leave something that represents you. I don't want to go into that because it's a more broad area. But yeah, question is, what I'm doing right now, is this helping me? Is this working? Is this serving? And if the answer is no, okay, what do I need to let go of? All that I need to let go of? Or do I need to change the underlying needs?
Nice.
Very nice. Very, very nice.
And I figured this thing with control. It literally like hit me, because I'm like, oh no, I need to know everything. I need to check every email that goes out. I need to check for every client that we do, every single ad. And of course I don't sleep, right? Because there's so much things to do. And when I separated from my life partner, at some point he said to me, Ozana, you can't control me anymore. Just accept it. Get used to it. I'm like, really? And the whole life is like shaking, because I'm used to controlling everything, and all of a sudden I can't control this bit. And then that was the trigger for me to realize that actually I don't need to control anything at all in my life.
That's
Surrender.
right.
And when you surrender, magic happens.
Yeah. And it's a sense of freedom.
It is. And that's how you live freely.
Yes.
When
Wow. So beautiful, my friend. So beautiful. Wow. You shared with us some chapters from your book that people can actually download, that we're gonna post in the comments. Can you share a little bit about that? So what this is a gift from you to our audience. So what is it about that they're getting?
Well, I told you that in 2008 I had a consulting business which was doing amazingly well, and with the crisis, banks stopped funding the projects that we were working on, and then within 3 months I had no business, and I had no future either, because I was unemployable at the time. And then I figured things out. I learned about strategy and marketing and sales and culture and leadership and everything. And then I'm like, hey, I wish everything I know now, which was 3 years later, to become available for me back then. So that's when I wrote the book, which is now, it became an Amazon bestseller, and it's called Business Unlimited.
Nice.
So it's 101 tactics spread into to grow your business, to take it to the next level. It's spread into marketing and sales and leadership. And I picked 3 which are crucial for any business right now. And those 3 are available for a free download. And then you can get it afterwards.
You are amazing. Thank you so much. And how can people get in touch with you? We have your website that we're gonna share in the comments. How can they figure out how to work with you? How do they get in touch with you?
Through my website, there is a contact. There is also mentorship, so they can book a clarity session with me and see if we can work together, or at least I can help them create their own plan, because I don't create plans for others. I just support them to create their own vision, their own plan. Or through Facebook. It's, what, whoever wants to find me, they will find me.
That's correct.
I don't want people who are not determined to make a change and do something and act to contact me. Because I am about action and results as a human being.
I love that.
Clearly, I mean, in only 3 weeks,
39,000
39,000 people,
people.
everybody. This is crazy. If you're joined right now, you missed it. Sorry, guys. You need to go back, take your notepad, pause, Ozana, follow her. If you have questions, feel free, of course, to ask here in the chat. And we're gladly getting back to you. Ozana, is this possible? Like, if anybody wants to ask a question, feel free to contact us here, and
We redirect them to you.
redirect it then to our beautiful Ozana.
Well, that was fun.
Thank you so much for your time.
You got such an amazing energy, and people who follow you they can't not fall in love with you.
Oh, thank you. We received that.
Thank you. We received that. Any final words before we say goodbye to our lovely people?
Just remember, every challenge is a new opportunity.
Oh, wow.
Wonderful.
You're gorgeous. Thank you so much.
Thank you
lovely.
so much.
Thank you, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.